I actually remember one time I visited a friend who has a company, and I told him, help me just grow my brand. Acha si lazima unilipe, when nitafutie tu fair, nikuje niongeleshe your workers about personal development, about self-awareness, about life-work balance, such kind of topics. And he said, first of all, grow your life so that you can, I should see you and see inspiration.
Hi beautiful people, how are you doing? Karibuni sana hapa kwa Poa Eat Out. But you guys have been subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, for watching, etc. Did I even say my name? I'm Priscilla Ndanu. So karibuni. And today, as usual, siko peke yangu. I have an amazing guest on our show today. She is a motivational speaker and life coach. Her name is Zilani. And my prayer is that by the time tunamaliza hii kipindi, you will just sit down, call yourself for a meeting, and do the necessary steps. So help me welcome Zilani. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're looking at me like,
the intro part. It's worthwhile. Just like you said, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a life coach. And I'm more into healing and transformation. Because I've seen the need, because I was there and I was healed and I'm transformed. I don't know how it happened, but I met someone through a friend. He was a foreigner. He was really nice to me. He immediately swept me off my feet and came with the story of, I'm looking for a wife, not a girlfriend. He almost immediately became a wife. So this guy comes in, moves into it with me, and he was doing football business. For those who understand football, if you have a club of footballers and you can now sell them to other clubs that can buy the footballers, and you're paid some money and then they are paid some salary. I liked what he was doing, and I started investing in his dream because I also felt that I am empowering my family. I got him a work permit, a driving license. He uses my car, goes out, comes back.
Quite the supportive partner.
In a short time, we were completely broke because he hasn't managed to sell any footballer. He started talking about going back to his country and selling some property that he has and coming back to invest. Before I give birth, this should be around and all that. So me and my big heart, we sold my car to fund for his ticket and pay rent arrears that we had. The agreement was that he comes back, but he never came. So he suggested that we go to his country because there he has a home, he has a job, it would be easier for him to manage us, to take care of us. I said I'm going to get the passports for the children. I had my own passport. So I'll get passports for the kids, he's going to send us tickets. I started selling my things. Nipate pesa ya passport, pesa ya kukula, movement, all these things. So it got to a point
You
now.
never went.
I never went. The tickets never came. So I started talking to these clients that I had before. I would go to somebody and just pour out and tell them this is what happened. I'd have nothing. I don't even have food. If you have a site I can sweep, I will sweep. My first job that I went to, nilienda Gikomba kununua manguo. I started opening bales now. Nafungua bale ya shati za wanaume. I've bought these shirts. I've sold like 20 shirts, and the rest, no one is walking into my stall. I'm just with my shirts. Now I started selling them at throwaway price.
Because they need to move.
Within 2 months, I closed that shop. And I went back to, God, show me what next. So I would borrow here, tunakula, naenda naomba kazi kidogo, we You know,
Actually,
I work.
I'm just thinking,
It's a very bad situation.
how was your son, you know, all this? How did you deal with him?
For a very long time, I was very affected by that because he would even sit me down and tell me, Mom, I hope you will never get married.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, I hope. He would hear me even talk to somebody on phone and he say, Mom, I hope you're not dating.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, my.
He saw me, he saw our lives.
Yeah.
We would take a flight to Mombasa and,
like
you know,
guys
get
are saving to
a
buy
holiday.
a house.
And yes, we'd go for a holiday. Now, here we are.
With the plastic plate and no food.
Yeah, and sometimes...
And broken promises. The biggest thing for me is just that broken promises and trust. Because you've loved someone. It's not even about the material things.
Yeah, it's not about the
material. And now children are involved. Because you know, ukiwa peke yako unaweza kaza. But now you see you have your son.
Yeah.
Who is emotionally invested.
Na huyu mkubwa, I brought him up in a soft life, in a very nice way. But this other one, the first time he wore anything new from a shop, I think it was about 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And it was bought by my brother for him on his birthday.
Meaning for 3 years, but you were still trying to find balance.
Yes. Nilikuwa nishajua ni wapi kunanunuliwa mtumba ya 30 bob. Na mtoto anavaa. I could buy a dress of 100 shillings and you don't know that I'm wearing a dress worth 100 shillings. Yeah. I knew where they are sold. You know?
Necessities, the mother of invention.
I remember even Christmas, I would walk to that place. Na chagua tungo tuzuri to 30 bob.
Ukienda kwa functions at
yeah, and you don't, because it's not written anywhere anyway. That it's 100 bob or 30 bob. So I survived that way, pole, jumping from one idea to another, getting into network marketing, getting into insurance. It's not working for me. It was really, really hard. So one day I was just praying and I'm walking through the streets. I was coming from somewhere in Biashara Street. Yeah. I had joined a network marketing company, but nothing was working for me. Sasa nimetembea tao, nimesikia njaa. So there's somewhere they sell mabuyu. So I bought mabuyu. I'm just eating ile kudanganya njaa. I used to say that acha nidanganye njaa tu. So I'm walking now. I was going to see a friend who was working for Nairobi County office. And then I met a former client who was an architect at that time. When I met him, he was with a friend. He said, meet Angie. She's a big time contractor. She's doing well. And she's actually a member of the Kenya Federation of Master Builders. There was an organization called that. And I was one of the first ladies to join that organization. Then, so he's introducing me that big, and then I said, ukijua haki saa hizi ni mambo ni ngumu. I told him actually, I told him things are really hard. I actually want a job right now. Hata kama ni ya kufagia site, mimi nitafanya. Oh yeah. He said, really? Is it that bad? I said, yeah, it's worse than you can even imagine. So he said, instead of me, first of all, giving you a job, I want to introduce you to something. So he gave me a date and told me, let's meet at this hotel. I'm going to have a function. I just want you to see what happens there. So it was a graduation for a class that he does for personal development. Yeah. So when I went, at that time I was like, God, send me someone who will take me through counseling. Send me someone who will take me through, something that will change my mindset or help me think or heal. Actually, my idea was heal. Yes, heal.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I had gone through so much that after losing that, my father died in 2016.
Oh, no.
This thing happened, I met the guy in 2014, 2015, I had my baby. 2016, I lost my father. 2017, I lost my brother. My brother was very close. It was like my dive to yani ule, that person, he can give you when he doesn't have. He will just find means to share. And then the same week that we buried my brother, my house girl died. Oh no. So it's like I became numb to pain. Like loss. I've lost people, I've lost everything I had. I've lost friends, actually.
Yeah.
I had everything I had. So now I went for this class, and I just listened to the testimonies of what people are saying they've gone through, and how they've come out, and how the classes helped them, and all that. So I told this guy, I would love to do this class, but me, I can't even afford you.
Ata kukuja fair.
At a fair, actually. That time I had moved to Donholm. So he said, I will give you scholarship. Just come to class. I know you will transform lives. I know you.
Wow.
I believe in your power. I believe in you. You'll find your purpose, and somehow you will
spring back up.
Yeah. So I started going to class. For me to go to class was also a real sacrifice. I'm living in Donholm, sina fair. So, and this class is in the evening.
Yes.
So I would wait for zile matatu za Kayole zinaitwa forward. I will never forget those matatus. I see them and I just like them. Hata kama ziko.
You know what they mean to you.
Yeah, forward. So I would get forward ya 10 bob. Naenda nashukia Mudhurwa. And I would walk all the way to Biashara Street, to and fro. So coming back, I would still make sure that I walk down to get those matatus. 10 bob, naingia class. And I attended all the classes.
Wow.
And
hakuna hata mtu anajua shida zako.
Hakuna mtu anajua. Sometimes I don't even have fare. Mtu ananitumia so. I'm like, hii so ndio tunakula na ndio fare.
Yeah, so lazima ujipange.
So 20 bob ni ya kuenda town na kurudi. Sometimes I would walk even from all the way Biashara Street to City Stadium. City Stadium.
Lakini mbali.
Ndio niweze kupata matatu ya 10 bob ya kunifikisha Doni. So I survived.
And you did the class.
I did my class, I finished. And by the time I was in the middle of the class, I realized that I have my purpose is actually to speak to people and help. You remember when I was talking about marketing?
Yes.
The way I talk to people.
And you have a beautiful smile. You're a people's person.
And I remember people would tell me, since you left that job, hiyo ya Muhindi, I've never gone back there. Mi nikienda nipate ni mtu mwingine, I don't buy. I go. There are people who even related with me because of...
They know your people's skills at check. Wow.
And then I started recalling now situations of how I have helped people. Just sometimes mganga ajigangi, but
it's true.
It doesn't mean that
you see how you
mganga.
believed in someone else's dream.
Yes.
And did everything in your power to support.
Yeah. I can even remember a friend that I helped I was in college, and I spoke things to her that transformed her, that even up to today, she attests that it is what I said that made her, like today she's in a happy marriage, she's in a happy home and all that.
Wow.
And I was only in college, I was very young. So when we are born with our purpose, and your purpose is your gift. The Bible says your gift will
bring you before kings.
Will create space for you before kings. And it's about embracing your gift.
Yes.
My speaking is, and I even remember when I was very young, kastoto kadogo, they had given me a name, a nickname about the way I speak too much, like a parrot or something. So it's, but when I'm in a group of people, I would be shy. And then you remember in high school, the leadership I had and all that. So now it started coming back to me, and I realized that this is my purpose. God created me to be able to.
There.
It is always inside everybody. Everybody has that gift.
Yeah.
So I realized that I can, first of all, use my voice to change lives.
Yes.
I can use my voice to, and then my coach would tell us that you have everything you need to be able to use your gift, because the gift is within you. So I started writing down, what do I have?
Yes.
What is that I have? I would write literally, I have a pen, I have a notebook, I have a Bible, I have a voice, I have my mind.
Yeah, you have your hand to write.
You know, the things that we take for granted, I have an eyesight.
Yes.
I have charisma. I have, all these kind of things that we take for granted. So I started now writing down those things that I have. And I started saying, okay, the rest is for God to connect me with the right people.
Yes.
So I registered my company. It is called Angelique Achievers. Angelique with QUE. Being the big dreamer, QUE French. It's a French name. It's a French name. So I'm going beyond just the English-speaking countries to even, I registered Angelique. I would pray and tell God, this is my gift that you've given me. So let's open doors for me. So one guy that I visited who was also my client in the construction sector, he's a lawyer. I visited him, shared my story, and he told me, I've also had this desire to help boys. So why don't we collaborate and do a lounge of both? So he immediately registered his company also.
Yes. Oh, nice.
And I have my company. He catered for everything that we needed for that. All the guests who came, my friends had run away from me.
Yes.
So his guests filled up the hall. But my guests, I had less than 5 guests.
Yeah.
At that time, my family even doesn't believe in my dreams. My friends they think that I'm insane. Like, really, motivational speaker, what do you have? Who are you? They think
you're the one who needs motivation even. After all that you've been through.
Yeah. Who are you to motivate me? I actually remember one time I visited a friend who has a company, and I told him, help me just grow my brand. Hata si lazima unilipe. When nitafutie tu fair, nikuje niongeleshe your workers about personal development, about self-awareness, about life-work balance, such kind of topics. And he said, first of all, grow your life so that you can, I should see you and see inspiration.
What?
I think I had also grown a thick skin where I knew that the voice in me is what matters.
Wow.
What you say right now, you tell me I'm ugly, I tell you that's your opinion.
That's your
you
opinion.
Keep your opinion, I do not care. I know I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
So now I had grown that thick skin and another idea about who I am, another mindset. I had totally become a different person. Now that is transformation.
Yeah. For you, finding your purpose was also your road to healing.
Yeah, it was. Now, in the class, we are taught about self-awareness. You know who you are without a doubt. Without even mincing your words. If I'm stripped of makeup, the clothes I'm wearing, my children, my family, my background, my education, everything I have, if I'm stripped of all those things, who am I? Who are you?
Yeah.
Because now without all those things, you're someone.
And it's not the things around you that define you.
That they don't define you at all. So I stopped even connecting with vanity. Material things don't really matter.
Yeah.
I can even give you like land, and ingine itakuja or. And then I started now looking at things, with meaning.
Yes.
I remember, like in the village, my father has 100 acres, but he's buried in a 6x3.
Yeah.
Hata tumia yote. So I would go there and najiambia, any dad with all this land, saizi yako tu ni 3 foot by 6 foot. Yako tu, hiyo tu. Surely. So why do we fight about material? Why do we fight about things that don't matter?
Yeah.
While you have so much real estate within you.
Yes.
So much real estate that if you can only cultivate on the real estate within you, you can achieve so much, something that is priceless, like inner peace.
Yes.
Like being able to smile amidst the storms.
Yeah.
All those things.
And being comfortable in yourself, just, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And I love myself, because very many people are not in that space.
Yeah.
You're concerned about so many other things.
Yeah.
Maybe life pressures, work related, but deep down, there's just that place where you're not very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I like yellow, it's my favorite color.
Yeah.
I like flowers. I don't like to be upset, don't cross me.
Yeah.
Just knowing who you are and owning it and loving yourself in a positive way.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, and what we focus on grows. You might be going through something and you keep on focusing on it.
Yes.
And you're wondering, why am I stressed every morning? Why do I wake up feeling fatigued? Why am I shouting at my children all the time? Why am I, we keep on talking at each other instead of talking to each other. Why do I, now those are questions you need to start asking yourself.
Yeah.
And when you sit down with yourself, you realize that I'm actually focusing on a pain point.
Yes.
Whatever you focus on grows.
Yes.
That's why a small problem grows into stress, and then it grows into depression, and it grows into suicidal thoughts, and it grows into I can kill you, such kind of things.
Yeah.
Or I don't deserve to be here. So it begins with those small things that we take for granted, that we like focusing on. If today I want to forget you, I will not focus on you. I will look for somebody else to focus on. Or something else to focus on. So many people ask me, actually many people now when they're writing to me and we're talking about their pain points, and I have this ex and they did this to me and I cannot forget them. It is because you're focusing on them and you've not. You're not looking for something else to focus on. So look for something else to focus on. Slowly, this monster is going to diminish, and now you grow another
all that energy elsewhere.
To something else.
But I think it's because people don't know, and I think we wait for a crisis so many times so that we can action. Like you won't seek help until uko mwisho, until divorce papers zimefika sasa ndio uko, hey, this marriage needs help. Or until something is shut, ama you are broken, that's when you want to seek help. But as I hear you speak, I feel it is important that people know who they are. And just heal whatever they need to heal, understand what they've gone through in their lives regardless. And not wait for a crisis.
Don't wait for a crisis, because when you wait for a crisis, it is even going to be more difficult.
And not everyone is strong. I mean, you are very strong.
I'm not strong.
You are going through all that, still loving, still trusting, still hoping, still believing, and you manage to just pick yourself up. And somehow God gave you the grace and the strength.
God gave me the strength, but it had to be from a deliberate, informed situation, state, or something like a place. Because I had to learn. It's not just the personal development class that helped me learn. I've also learned even how to read a Bible verse and know this is saying this. Exactly. And sometimes every experience I go through, I know it has a meaning. Like there's a time I was really going through a hard time, and I went to the chapel. I told God, you know all my issues, you know my problems.
Niko tu hapa.
Na saa hizi, I think mimi nimekuongelesha sana. Na sisikii ukiniongelesha back. So I want to hear from you. So today, I'm here. So I went to the chapel and I sat down.
Wow.
And I sat and waited, and he wasn't talking, and I fell asleep. And I started dreaming that I was somewhere in a mountain, and this mountain started kubomoka, falling, and then I started falling, and when I was just about to hit the ground, someone wearing white clothes came and carried me and put me in a nice place. And then I woke up, and I immediately didn't read anything into that dream. But then there was a guy who was praying hapo mbele, and at that time I had borrowed somebody 500 shillings. And I had bought lunch, so nimebaki na 300. So this guy was walking out, but when he saw I sat, he came and told me, excuse me, I'm going through a hard time. My family has not eaten since the last night. Please, if you can help. please help me buy them lunch. I have small children in the house. Mimi, I got into my wallet and gave him 200 shillings. Nikabaki na moja. Then the guy left. I didn't even see his face. Like that wasn't what I was looking for. So when he left, I was like, God, you're just funny. Me, I'm coming here. I'm feeling so stressed up. I'm coming here for help, and you're sending me people to help. And I had a voice to tell me, why are you worried? I have you in my hands, and you will never lack. And imagine, I have never lacked since then.
Wow.
And I do not worry. Instead, when I get a difficult situation, I always ask God to send me the next person to serve.
Wow.
I always do that. And somehow he sends me somebody, and somehow he pays, whether I'm doing it for free, or whether I'm being paid. And I have, from the time I lost everything, I can say I've been restored.
Wow.
More than twice.
Amen.
Now I have property, I have a car, I'm living in a nice home.
Wow.
I'm okay.
Fun.
I'm even at more peace than I was. And it's not everything that I have that has come through my hard work. But it is, I can say everything that has come to me has come through God's favor.
Amen.
People, when they ask me, how have you managed to get to where you are now?
Yeah.
My story is just different because I think I'm just a child of miracle.
Yes.
I don't know why. Because
oh, wow. I like that. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
For encouraging us and me. I'm so encouraged and touched. So let me ask you, someone wants to do these classes. How do you go about that?
I have a program. It's an 8 weeks program. So I've just come up with an 8 weeks program that I feel has the right content that is going to reach somebody from within.
Yes.
So we introduce you into self-awareness, into how to manage your own emotions, into how to manage your thoughts, because the outcome of our lives is determined by what we think a lot.
Yeah.
Because what we think is what is going to determine how we act. So now I help people to work on their thoughts. How do I control my thoughts? How do I keep them in the right track? And also now coming up with who am I and what am I here for? That is purpose.
Yeah.
So, and then also how to brand, the basics about branding your purpose. And so basically that's one of my programs.
Yeah.
We also have a program where I talk to people. You come, maybe you have an issue that you want to share, you want to talk about. So we also do like a consult call or a three session program where we just handle a situation or a certain part of your life. Because sometimes you're okay, you know yourself, and even like myself, I still go through issues. God never promised us a life without challenges. But He said that He was always going to be there with us. So because I know that people also go through issues. You will go through an issue that feels difficult, that you would want to talk to someone and help you to do that, to come out strong. And then I also speak in churches, in organizations, in groups.
Wow.
In family gatherings. We are not, kwanza family gatherings.
Families have a lot of emotional work to do.
So,
anyway.
And I do all this with the authenticity that I can have. I will not do anything that I know it's beyond me. Like sometimes somebody would come to me and tell me maybe my family member is maybe going through clinical depression. I will not take that because I'm not. But I do all that. Now I've escalated into corporate training. I've seen that there's also a lot of gap in companies, and employers need to know that they have employed people. People who go through issues. So now it's time for us to take. And it
has an effect even on the jobs.
On the production, their productivity. So they need to know that also this personal development can help their people to become more productive.
Yes.
And that way we are also healing each other and all that, and also helping others to also know how to heal others.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
I say that I'm a healed healer. So,
Wow.
and then I teach others also how to become healers as well. And that, for me, it's just a desire to see everyone smile and everyone
and be calm and
okay.
at peace. Like you look so peaceful and
you.
graceful, at ease.
Thank you. Yeah.
I like
just
that.
learning to handle life with ease and grace.
Yes. Wow.
No matter what happens, because things will happen. Death will happen. Loss will happen.
Yeah.
Fights will happen. Today, if I meet you and I insult you, usiniambie. Really, you motivational speaker, you coach, niambie. Broken people break others. What broke you, or what happened to you? You know. Are you okay? Yeah,
what's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem? And then I will call myself back to a meeting and say, oh,
you know,
breathe in, breathe out.
You know,
grace.
When someone is hooting ruthlessly at anyone and everyone, I'm like,
yeah.
Because it can't be we are all on the wrong.
Yeah,
Really, we can't all be crazy drivers.
That's true.
I like that. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
God bless you so much. That zeal that is in you to what's next. It's inspiring, really. I just pray that no one, even the people who are watching, will just land themselves in situations that can really drag them down.
That's true.
You know, because I'm just looking, it was 2-3 years.
Yeah.
It took so much away from you.
Yeah.
But the beauty, look at what was back.
Yeah. I think there's always hope.
Yes.
And even when you find you've watched this and you still find yourself in the same mess, it's okay. You can still come out of it. The lesson is that don't die at it. Don't give up. Just keep on. When you fall, make sure that you're falling with your face up so that you get up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Please share this content with your friends, with your loved ones, with your family members. Anyone that you think needs to watch this, feel free to watch. And if you like the content here, please subscribe and like. Asanteni sana. I'm going to share all the details of the website, everything, so that you guys can enroll and, just let's develop ourselves. That peace is contagious. I just feel so calm. Like there's so much calmness here you would not even understand. It's so peaceful. Asante sana. Bye. You can wave at the guys there.
Oh, bye-bye. And it's life is never a destination, it's a journey. So let us continue growing, and please speak something to yourself and say that I will always have something to learn. So please keep learning.
Wow. Bye-bye.